Genoa bridge collapse, toll rises to 35. At least 35 people have been killed when a bridge collapsed in the Italian port city of Genoa after firemen worked through the night looking for any survivors buried under the rubble. The latest official number is 35, but we can't rule out it could rise further, a Genoa police spokeswoman said on Wednesday. A 50-meter-high section of the Morandi Bridge, including a tower that anchored several stays, crashed down with as many as 35 vehicles driving on it on Tuesday. Huge slabs of reinforced concrete plunged onto two warehouses, train tracks and a riverbed. Some 30 to 35 cars and a handful of trucks fell from a height of 45 meters when the flyover, known to locals of the northwestern port city as Genoa's Brooklyn Bridge, collapsed. The Morandi Bridge was a key bypass between the Milan-Genoa motorway and the motorway connecting Genoa to the French border. People who live in Genoa drive through this bridge a couple of times a day, Deputy Infrastructure and Transport Minister Edoardo Rixi, who is from Genoa, told the Skyting 24 news channel. Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte, who interrupted his holidays to visit the scene of the accident, said the number of casualties was due to increase. Transport Minister Danilo Toninelli wrote of a "huge tragedy" on Twitter, while President Sergio Mattarella decried an appalling and absurd calamity. German Chancellor Angela Merkel, French President Emmanuel Macron and Russian President Vladimir Putin were among the world leaders who sent condolence messages to Italy. Private motorway company Autostrade per l'Italia said the bridge, built in the 1960s, was undergoing reinforcement work, and was under constant monitoring. 2 years ago, an engineering professor at Genoa University, Antonio Brencic, called the bridge a failure of engineering, with very high maintenance costs. The CNR Civil Engineering Society is calling for a plan to repair or replace tens of thousands of bridges in Italy that have surpassed their lifespans, having been built in the 1950s and 1960s with reinforced concrete. CNR said the bridges were built with the best-known technology of the time, but that their working lifespan was 50 years. Italy's transport minister said the collapse was unacceptable, and added if negligence played a role, whoever made a mistake must pay. Toninelli said, there has not been sufficient maintenance and checks, and safety work for many bridges and viaducts and bridges in Italy constructed, almost all, during the 1960s.